Hello and welcome to another edition of Long Beach Treasures. I'm your host, Harvey Keller. Today we're up on La Linda Drive, which is a privately gated community with 33 homes, and joining me is Dwayne Rose, whose house we're going to go visit. So let's walk on down La Linda Drive means the Purdy, is that correct? Okay, Dwayne, at one time this was a 10-acre estate that was owned by George Bixby, who was the eldest son of Jotham and Margaret Hathaway Bixby, and he built this home in what year?
Started in 1887 was the first portion of the home, and we understand then it was redesigned a little bit and upgraded in 1890.
Now this all used to be bean fields and...
This is a 10-acre parcel, really was his private residence away from the rancho. The rancho's just down a 15-minute walk or about a 5-minute drive.
This is a charming little house before we go by it.
There's 33 homes on the drive now, and the original house is the one we're coming up on, and it's so large that you need to stroll around it to really see the architect of it and the grounds that surround it.
God, what a beautiful home. Do you ever get lost in it?
No. We'll go up to the front driveway, the front entry, and then I'd like to take you around the gardens so you can view different views of the outside. So when you're inside, you'll have an idea of what it looked like from the outside. The top 3 windows.
Now this is a shingle-styled manor with American colonial revival features.
Correct.
The shingle sidings are typical, as is the gambreled roof, the combination of the hipped, eyebrow, and gabled dormers. These are all hallmarks of this style of architecture. And you said the architect was?
We have him as, I want to pronounce his name correctly. Cockhead designed the home.
And he was of English origin.
Right, Ernest Cockhead.
Okay. Let's go up and...
Inside you'll see the first floor will be the main rooms. The second level is usually the bedrooms. And there is an attic on the top 3 small windows is the attic.
Now I understand this herringbone wood, brickwork leading up to the front door has been here since the house was built in the 1890s.
Correct.
So this is over 100 years old?
Original brickwork right here at the entry. A lot of the same design is tied into some of the patios around, and a lot of the old brickwork makes some of the paths through the garden area.
What a beautiful yard.
Thank you.
Great place for entertaining.
True. The garage, if you want to shoot it right now, was brand new in 1987, was constructed.
You have to stay
and
close.
It looks like they picked up all the design elements of the house itself, so it truly fits in, although it's less than 15 years old. It's nice when you have contractors who can bring it all together. We will go this way to show you what was restored in the yard. We have a couple pictures that shows the gazebo area years ago. And although it had fallen down, they decided to try to rebuild it as close as possible. So there's massive arches of brick out there to bring it back to the original condition.
Is this arbor here is an addition? This arbor area here?
Well, this is what the pictures show that it may have looked like. They designed it very closely, and the location is where it was at that time also. So this has been recreated to give you the feel of what the Bixbys may have had early 1900s. Just a patio for them.
What a neat patio just to set and entertain.
Show them this one when we get to We have a photograph here also of what this home looked like from the front gate. There was a lily pond from the front entry all the way to the edge of this house with a fountain right here. So that dates back to the early 1900s also. And we still have that fountain. I'd like to show it to you.
So this fountain is original to the house?
Sure is. If you can imagine standing here, looking south down toward the beach, but your main gate, which we came through, was still your private property, and you had a lily pond going 50, 60 feet deep to the front entry.
Is this the original layout of the area here, or is this...
You know, we feel that it's similar. The architect and the reconstruction people took great pains to try to bring it what would be authentic to the property. Probably interpretation, but still trying to be authentic to the property. This again is some used brick right here. There will be a lot to see in a short time, so I only want to give you an overview of the backyard. This is a nice shot of the house this way. You can see how massive it is and the craftsmanship.
I can't believe at one time they had painted this house all white and taken off all the architectural details, and wasn't in what, until the late 80s, early 90s that it was...
brought back into its true grand style.
And Peter Devereaux was the architect or the builder, contractor who did the work?
Correct. He was the main contractor on the project.
Boy, he does beautiful work.
Correct. House has leaded glass windows all the way through, clear glass, but it is leaded. This area back here is just quite a contrast from the front because it's heavy vegetation, massive growth, but it's a totally shaded area.
Now these balustrades all had to be
The balusters throughout the house had mostly decayed. A lot of them had completely fallen off, and it took massive work to look at old pictures, design them, and replace.
Wow, what a job.
I wasn't here, but I guess the neighbors had their hands full for some time. There's a rose garden back here, and out front also. We understand the Bixby love their outdoors, their roses, so even trying to design that into the element was fun.
It's like a maze.
Are you with this? It is quite a big property. I like the property for several features, but you have different growing conditions. This is bright sunny. We just left the shaded area. This is more common yard-like. The tropical area behind us gives another challenge, and then back out front looks very formal with the gardens and such out front. We'll do a quick breeze through here, and I'll turn you back to reviewing the inside. The property sits on less than an acre right now, but all the other homes around us are similar. Some are smaller, some are equal in size, but this being the foundation home of the complete tract.
Certainly looks like it's the most spectacular home in the tract too.
When you will be going through the house, you'll probably come out on this balcony right here, and below that balcony is the kitchen. Has been remodeled and enlarged, and that way we received a balcony above the kitchen for that purpose. I'll get you back out front.
Okay.
And turn you over to Gary, who will give you the tour of the inside of the home. I think this is a great shot. This is the back side, which hardly ever gets viewed, but for me, there's nothing that's subtracting from the outline of the property of the home when you look at it this way.
Boy, what a design.
You want to paint those eaves, Harvey?
No, thank you.
It's a little bit much.
To tell you the truth, I wouldn't even want to mow the lawn.
I don't mow the lawn either. Please join us and we'll see the inside of the property.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, welcome to the George Bixby Ranch House.
Thank you. I want to introduce Gary Smith, another of the owner here, and he's going to take us through this magnificent home.
Okay, you're entering the main reception hall of the house. This is all original, the wood you see in here, and if we walk towards the back end, you'll see the staircase that goes upstairs that is also the original.
Is this oak?
Yes, this is all oak, English oak, most of it.
Which way are we going?
I just want to show the staircase because this is the most impressive part of this room. And this is all the original wood.
Now, did I read somewhere where the banister is made of poplar?
I think it might be, yes.
I wonder why they used a different wood.
Maybe because of the hardness of the oak for carving.
That could well be.
And if we go to this room to our left, this was the main living room when the Bixbys had it. George Bixby used to have all his books and such in this room here. Again, this is all original wood, the original fireplace.
Now, this home has 6 fireplaces?
Actually has 6 fireplaces. Each of the rooms downstairs have one, and then 2 of the bedrooms upstairs have fireplaces.
Now, are these leaded glass
Yes.
shelves because this was once a library?
Yes, he used it. It was like a combination library and living room. And I have a picture of how it looked in the gas age when they actually had gas lighting in here. The windows are all original. They have been re-leaded and repaired, but they're all the original glass.
Because you have so many beautiful floral arrangements and greenery.
Well, we're in the florist business.
Oh, no wonder. Where?
Dwayne and I own Gerard's Florist down on Anaheim and Redondo, and so we do like flowers, and we have a lot of them in the house.
This is just magnificent.
Let me show you the
Oh,
picture.
I see a Roseville collection up here also.
We also collect Roseville pottery, and you'll see a lot of it as you go through the house. Now, I don't know if you can get this picture, but this is a picture of this room as it originally looked. And if you'll notice, the lamp on the center table is gaslit. And it shows all the original bookcases.
Okay, then we can go across the hallway.
Across the hallway, this room has been completely redone due to the fire department's request to have it redone. It was originally a den modeled after an Australian hunting lodge. And so the walls were covered with a lot of cement that looked like logs. Fireplace was the same way.
This is a picture of what it looked like?
This is a picture of what it looked like. And the owners that did the extensive remodeling before we bought it had it torn out and made as you see it now. And this room was used as their den. And of course, we're using it as a library.
The rooms are all quite large,
Yeah,
aren't they?
they're all large. The bedrooms tend to be small, but the public areas are all large rooms. Here, I can hold this picture up, maybe you can get a view of what it looked like before it was completely torn out. And if we now go back to our left, we'll go into what was called the music room. I might point out that the last owners put in fire hoses and fire extinguishers throughout the house for fire safety purposes. This room here on your left was used by one of the previous owners as a little office area. And as you can see, it looks on in through to the living room.
What a neat little room. It almost looks like a telephone booth.
Yeah. And as we go back here, this...
Beautiful pocket doors.
Oh, yeah, there are 2 of them in the house. Now if I can get it to go. This is probably the largest room in the house. It was called the music room, and it has the most impressive wood finishing in here.
Oh, look at the coffered ceilings, all quarter sawn mahogany.
Right. And all of the wood was brought over from England.
Wow. What neat little window seats, too.
Yeah, several of the rooms have window seats in them. This, again, is another original fireplace. By the way, all the fireplaces in the house all work.
Wow.
We do use some of them.
Do you use all of these rooms?
Oh, yeah, yeah. We have company or visitors. We tend to use this room a lot more because it's like our den, and it's off the dining room where it makes it convenient. And if we go this way, the other impressive room in the house is the dining room, which again follows the same wood that you find in the music room.
Wonder how many trees it took to do all this woodwork.
Probably the most impressive thing is the two pillars on either side of the fireplace, and they were carved out of solid pieces of wood.
Now, aren't those replicas of pillars that are in one of the small chapels in the Vatican?
Yeah, that's what we were told. And I might call your attention to the two fireplaces and the carvings on them. They do match this one and the one in the previous room. When the Bixby's had parties, they opened up these two rooms for a large area for dancing and whatever.
This is a unique hutch, too.
Yeah, let me show you the unique drawers in it here.
Oh, you wouldn't even know they were drawers, would you?
I know. It took us almost a year before we knew these were drawers in here. But you can see some of the extensive carving that was done here.
What a master carpenter that would have been. This is an impressive room.
Now, going from here, we're going into the kitchen. You'll find this has all been modernized and expanded. Now, I might call your attention to this little butler area. This is original cabinetry that was in the old kitchen.
This is quite a collection of pottery. Does this have a story to it?
Well, from those that are particularly from the East Coast would recognize it as Jewel Tea.
I remember Jewel Tea Company. Didn't they used to home deliver?
Yeah, and these were premiums that the ladies would buy when they bought their coffee, tea, spices, and such. And this is my collection that I've had for several years.
Now, if I ever had a kitchen, this is the kind of kitchen I would want. I love the size of this.
Well, it's actually twice the size as the original kitchen in the house. The original kitchen came to where that staircase is. The part beyond was added on by the last owners. And
You have so many beautiful pieces of antiques. Have you collected these over the years?
oh yeah, I've been collecting antiques almost since the time I've been in California in the 50s.
Just beautiful pieces.
Now I might call your attention to the leaded glass windows. They're all original. And the part you see in the cabinets there have been redone to match the original outside windows.
This is truly a spectacular home.
Yes, it's great for entertaining. It's really great for entertaining for the space we have. The prior owners put in 2 dishwashers, 2 convection ovens, a microwave oven, and dual refrigerators that are like commercial size. So it provides a lot of space for cooking and food preparation.
So you're well equipped.
Oh, yeah. And if we can go up this way, and this is the back staircase to the upstairs. You want to take a shot of that. These are 2 interesting rooms. This one here was a laundry room originally and was made into a bathroom.
And you have what? 8 bedrooms and 7 baths in the house?
8 bedrooms and 7 baths, yeah.
Wow.
And then here, oops, this was one of the original downstairs bathrooms. You can notice the flooring,
Oh, the tile, yeah.
the old tile. And this takes us back out to the front of the house again.
Yeah, I'd get lost in this house.
There's actually 7,800 square feet, counting the fairly large attic we have.
Wow. I noticed several clocks. Do you collect clocks?
I have probably 65 clocks in the house.
That's a beautiful tapestry.
Yeah, that came from my hometown, Amsterdam, New York, from an estate back there.
Perfect place for it to hang.
It did. And if we go this way, I'll take you into the master bedroom. Again, this wing we're going into was a second addition to the house.
You know, one thing that I've noticed as we go along, there are all kinds of little closets. Every space seems like it's been utilized for storage.
These are closets that go out into the eaves, and we use them for various purposes. That's now this room was originally the master bedroom. However, it only went to the edge of the fireplace. And the area to your left was a bathroom.
I love that sculpture of the little boy and the dog.
Yeah, we acquired that fairly recent, since we moved into the house.
Boy, what a nice sized bedroom.
Well, it's
What a beautiful bed.
basically the room was expanded by a third from its original size.
Hey, Gary, let's go look at some more of the rooms here.
Well, we'll go up to the front of the house. We have another 3 bedrooms up there, which are much smaller in size than any of the other rooms in the house. If you go to your right here, this is a small bathroom that has been remodeled, basically. This is at one of the original bedrooms, and the other fireplace, which we have upstairs.
This looks like a little kid's room.
Yeah, it's designed as a kid's room. And this is the original old tile that you find around the fireplace and the woodwork.
Neat room.
And from here, we go into another room which we thought was a sitting room for the upstairs. And it's the front of the house, the big bay window you see from the upstairs.
You know, I've noticed several doors that have glass. Is there a reason?
I don't know. The only thing I was thinking is that public areas like this. That's why we thought this was a sitting room, because of the glass door. And there's a third bedroom on this side. And again, the bedrooms are fairly small.
The wood's in absolutely perfect condition, isn't it?
Now you'll notice that as we go into this part of the house, you find the wood has been painted here, a white. And we figured this might have been children's rooms.
Now, the Bixby's had, what, 7 children, I believe, didn't
Yeah,
they?
had 7 children.
So they needed a large house.
And there's a little half bath here that counts as one of the 7 bathrooms in the house.
Well, this just keeps winding around and around.
Another fairly large bedroom we use as a guest room.
This is a beautiful room.
And you'll notice the closets again built into the eaves.
I just can't get over your antiques.
A lot of this was acquired by Dwayne and I over the years. This bedroom set, for example, we bought at the Baker auction up in the city of Paramount a couple of years ago after we moved into the house. And the quilts you see, like the one on the rack, was made by a friend of mine's grandmother back in Texas. And I have 2 or 3 of those in the house.
That's a quaint little chandelier.
We think that might have been original. It's the only one like it in the house.
And I think we have more down here.
Yeah, we have another wing. Now, this is a unique area. We don't know why, but it didn't have a door, or ever had a door. It's like a little alcove. We don't know what it was used for. And we go to the last wing of the house, straight ahead. And this wing, again, you'll notice all of the woodwork in here has been painted white. This room where I'm using as my office. And again, the original leaded windows on the door. And if we want to step out on the balcony, you can get a pretty good view of the backyard. And our
Boy, your orchids are in bloom.
the orchid collection. But we have about 6/10 of an acre here. So it's enough yard for us.
What a pleasant setting.
The trees, the old oak trees are original. They've been here for quite some time.
Now, I believe Long Beach Heritage is going to have a great homes tour, and you're going to be one of the homes on the tour?
Yeah, we're one of the houses on the tour.
Okay. We only have about a minute and a half left. Let's go back and look at the one last room in there.
Okay, we have one more bedroom to go through. Oh, Harvey, we have one more bedroom to see off to your right here.
All right.
And this bedroom was pretty much the way you see it. Call your attention to the old-fashioned little cabinet that's in the wall there, the original door and such. And this is in the back of the house, viewing the backyard.
What a spectacular home. This truly is one of the great homes of Long Beach.
One of the amazing things is I have this lady that comes in one day a week to clean and keep it. She keeps it like her own home, and it always looks the same.
Well, let's go find Dwayne, and Dwayne, you're right in there?
Yeah.
I want to thank both of you. Okay, Gary and Dwayne, I want to thank both of you for letting us invade your privacy today. It's just an enjoyable day just to be able to see this magnificent home. It's incredible.
We appreciate the opportunity to show it to you and to the people that may view the program on TV.
Oh, I hope there are going to be many.
Yes, thanks for coming. We enjoyed you.
Thank you for letting us see all of your priceless treasures. This indeed is a spectacular home. This is Harvey Keller. Join us again next month as we take another walk through history and uncover more Long Beach treasures.